Yo, this is the Lucha Thug, the one-man Lucha gang, El Rey Gordo himself, the King Fat Boy Papo Esco, and y'all rocking with the Urban Wrestling Network.
Hey, yo, what up, Bodega Podcast? You already know who it is. It's one half of the sexiest Puerto Rican studs on this planet, Ortiz, baby. And shout out to all the Bodega Podcast listeners. Ow.
This is Agatha Carter, and you're watching the Urban Wrestling Network.
What's really good, ladies and gentlemen? It's the OG Boricua Dandara, a.k.a. the Talking New York Chef. I got Evil Orbit in the mother building. Evil Once is here. I am ready to talk some wrestling. We had some really, really good stuff, but please introduce both of you.
Oh, Silky. And he gave me a live mic, y'all. This is this is the only one, your quintessential Puerto Rican muffin Jorge, your midnight desire. As always, I am joined by my friend Little Orbit, aka the afternoon snack. He's here as always, rapping with me. Evil Orbit is here. Evil is here. Chef, let's go, baby. We got a lot of stuff to talk about.
You know, I'm super excited for this one. And usually we don't really talk a lot of WWE. You know, it just falls under whatever falls under. Now, The Undertaker has a tribute. I think it's really dope. I thought the tribute was really dope. And I'm gonna let you talk on it because I'm gonna downplay this so much. And it's not because I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I respect his legacy. I respect everything The Undertaker means to this business. If you don't understand wrestling and you don't get that The Undertaker is a huge part of everything you're seeing now with all this dark stuff, like people like Rosemary and Abaddon and The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, all that goes back to like The Undertaker, going into that cinematic role stuff. Great wrestler. I used to love when he, did the tight walk, thing. And,
yes.
I was just never a fan. He just wasn't for me. Before I get off, the only thing I'm going to say is, what are you more impressed with? Are you more impressed with The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak, or are you more impressed with his farewell streak of how many times The Undertaker has been retired?
Well, dude, I have to say, I saw what they did. Very classy by WWE. They had, 30 years of history. Yeah, people come out that I haven't even seen before. I mean, the Godwins. I haven't seen those guys since. Forgotten about the Godwins, and they came out dressed just like the same way they were dressed back then when they had, their feuds back in the 90s when the whole started with the Undertaker. So that was nice to see that whole legacy of wrestlers from the 90s to 2000s. But, and like Ches always says, we keep it real here. Undertaker should have been retired 10 years ago. We know this. The last 10 years of WrestleMania stuff has been okay. You always expect him to come out and wrestle. You think he is, he doesn't. And then he's out for a whole year for the next WrestleMania. And then the next WrestleMania. And then you kind of wonder, no, this dude never wrestles. This dude only wrestles once a year. He's retired a bunch of times already. He's gonna come back when, hopefully whenever this COVID-19 clears up by next year, if that clears up at the next crown jewel down in Iran, Iraq, wherever, Dubai, he will come back for that. You can let $5 million just pass by like that. So he'll be back. I like the classy thing when he went down and you saw the pallbearer, image. That right there gave me goosebumps.
I was just about to say, wow.
I saw the goosebumps there. I almost had a tear. Like, whoa, hold up. You're a man, baby. Man, don't cry. Hold up. But, it was a classic gesture by WWE, how he went out. I was expecting that to be in the middle of the show. I was expecting it to be like at the end of the show. I thought that, I don't know, man. It was well done. It was classy as hell. I remember the Undertaker meeting Mark Callis from back in the late '80s, beginning of the '80s, when down in Georgia when he was starting, and then WCW and did the skyscrapers, and he was doing the hard punch, and he was doing the walk, and then he disappeared, and then he became Undertaker, and his career took off.
Oh yeah.
No one will know him before that. Everybody's gonna know him as the Undertaker. For the and people like us and people who are in their 30s, 20s, even the teens, I can remember this dude for the next 50 years. Undertaker,
Undertaker is one of those guys, kind of like if you went with the quarterbacks, he's in the Montana Elways, Marinos, Starbacks. You can't say who's number one. It depends who you like best. But he's arguably one of the, if not the greatest.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest in the world. I mean, he wrestled outside of WWE. Before that, he went there. And this dude, 30 years in one company. That's unheard of. That's unless you own a piece of the company. That's unheard of for one wrestler to be there as a wrestler for 30 years. No one in our history now is going to beat that streak of WrestleMania. Because wrestlers nowadays don't last like those guys did back then.
No.
They wrestled different back then how they wrestle now. But that streak that will never happen again. That was like Carl Whitaker Jr. playing at 1,600 games without taking a day off. That will never happen. That will never happen again. Because you have to be built differently, and with how things are nowadays, you pulling something, you breaking something. Dude, how he did that, I don't know. But that will never happen again. The same thing, Undertaker streak will never get broken. I love the Undertaker. I still say he should have retired 10 years ago. It should have been done. But, it is what it is. Now we move forward, and we'll see what happens. But it was very classy how the show ended with him. So,
my only knock with the entire Undertaker thing is when he put the boots in the ring. And if anybody knows what that means you're gone.
Yeah.
And that was mad years ago. If he never does that, I don't care for these, the last 8 farewell things they've given him. It wouldn't bother me. Leaving the boots in there kind of was like, all right, man, like, can we have, like, this guy is, to me, he's like the Brett Favre of wrestling. It's like he's always retiring. But but to be honest with you, I salute the Undertaker. I was a little kid watching him, do his thing, and it looked realistic when I was a kid. It was, I was like, holy crap, this guy is dead. You know what I mean? Like, doing all these crazy things, coming out of caskets, just, I'm not a fan, and I can appreciate this guy. His legacy is ridiculous. I'm not even going to go at him the way I thought I was, because I was like, man, I'm gonna rip the Undertaker. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that because I respect what he did, and he gets the pass. One person deserves the pass is the Undertaker for his longevity and dealing with Uncle Vince for 30 plus years like he's been doing it. So salute to the Undertaker. Now,
dude, like, that's crazy. I mean, I was 18 years old when he came out for the first time. That's crazy. I was 18 and I'm 48 now.
Weren't even able to drink.
It's like exactly. Yeah, I wasn't legally able to drink. 18. But I'm able to get drafted, though. Yeah, sure.
I never understood that. I don't want to go into that. But I know this generation is different. Like, I know they've never walked into a bodega or a store where Ak might be in there, and you're like, yo, Ak, let me get a 40, stop playing before I slap you. You know what I mean? Like, people, they're not built like that. No. To change it back into wrestling, I'm watching The Mandalorian with the wife, and I'm just sitting there. I love The Mandalorian. She's a big Baby Yoda fan, like all that other good stuff. I'm sitting on the couch looking at, college scores and watching the show. The other Mandalorians take their helmets off, and who's there? Sasha Banks. And I'm like, yo, why does Shorty look like Sasha Banks? So my wife is like, man, I ain't no Sasha Banks. And I'm like, all right. And then she keeps popping up, and I'm like, I got to check. So I write Sasha Banks Mandalorian 2, and it pops up, and I'm like, yo, love, check this out. I'm like, yo, how dope is this? Now, I'm not a Sasha Banks fan, but she looked absolutely beautiful. She kicked major butt. She's part of the Mandalorians. and they were gunning down stormtroopers. I thought it was official. Have you seen it, or you're not a Mandalorian fan?
I've been down since day one last year. I have not seen any of the new episodes because I hate this weekly thing.
So do I.
Every week. So what I did was I said, I'm gonna wait off for 4 or 5 episodes and then watch it so I can have something to do because it's gonna be a long weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I figured, I'll save it and then I'll watch it. So I knew about Sasha Banks before.
That I had no idea.
Oh yeah, because they had one picture with her holding the helmet. So from before, like I want to say a couple of months ago. So I knew that already. Real? Yes, everybody knows that already. It was just didn't know when it was gonna happen. But I knew that she was gonna look good. Like you said, I am not a Sasha Banks fan.
Yeah.
Sasha Banks to me is Snoop Dogg's cousin.
That's it.
That's how I know her. That's how I think she got her job. I'm sorry people are gonna offend it, but I think that's how she got her job in WWE is because of Snoop Dogg opening, always being there sometimes and then she got out. Okay, let's go. But yeah, I know she won yesterday. I think she won. I think she beat Asuka, whatever. But which I'm kind of shocked that happened. But yeah,
I had no idea. I don't follow any dirt sheets. I barely talk to anybody outside of the few people we deal with about wrestling. So I had no idea. You know what I mean?
Well, this wasn't even wrestling related. It'll pop up anywhere if you look for the Mandalorian and stuff like that.
Like, I try to stay away from fan pages for stuff I like because everybody goes nuts. Like, as soon as something happens, everybody wants to run and ruin it for everybody else. Like, I love Power with 50 Cent, and there was a Power Facebook page, and I want to wait for Power to finish so I could just binge watch it. As soon as the last episode came, I knew everything that happened because some dummy was like, this, that. And I was like, oh my God, this dude.
Well, just to let you know, I've never once watched an episode of Power. So I have no idea.
I love it. No, but there's also, I don't know if you watched Kim's Convenience. It's like this, it's a TV show. It's this Asian dude who has like an Asian bodega. It's hilarious.
What's it called?
Kim's Convenience.
Kim's
Convenience, like a convenience store.
Well, yeah, but where is that? Like
it's on Netflix.
Really? I've never heard of it.
I randomly found it, and me and my wife, I think she had like a 3 or 4 day weekend, and we watched like 5 seasons in 3 days.
Damn.
Like we watched like 5 episodes straight. Went to sleep, got up. I'm making breakfast, and she was like, "Yo, all day, all we're doing is watching this." And I was like, "Damn, all right."
So it's like a comedy thing, or
yeah, it's hilarious. But the guy, the old fat guy, Kim from Kim's Convenience, he's one of the Rogue Squadron guys. Like he's one of the pilots that's trying to investigate the Mandalorian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he popped up, and I was like, "Yo, that's Kim's Convenience." So we're acting like clowns watching this Mandalorian thing.
Well,
and
I just put it down so I could find the Kim's Convenience.
Oh, dude, everyone that I've told about this show, they love it. Like they're addicted to it.
I've never heard of it. And you say there's 5 seasons?
I think it's 4. And they're doing 5 now.
I've never heard of that show.
And no streams. Go that way. This kid is always like, "Yo, plug my stuff." I'm not plugging nothing. So I'm excited. Mandalorian. I hope I see her again because I thought she was pretty cool. And like I say, I am not a Sasha Banks fan. I do like her in this.
Well, I got one thing to say though. What's his son's name?
Well, you want his like his graffiti name that he does?
Yeah, Money. He does. What's his name?
Money.
Money.
Yeah.
So I want to give a shout out to my homie Money because he understood how important I am to this show. He understood. He went out of his way and made a shirt for me. Evil Once. My style. I already ordered it. It's on the way. So hopefully it's here by next week for next week's show. So I want to give a shout out to Money for taking care of the person who actually holds the show together, which is your quintessential Puerto Rican muffin. So, hey, Money, good looking out, homie. I appreciate you. Mad love. Shout out to you, homeboy. Yes.
You know what? Before we go into the Trinidad, I'm gonna hate a little bit because we did the evil.
Don't hate on the kid. Don't hate on the kid.
All right. You know what? Let's jump into Thea Trinidad.
Yeah.
So from the news that I got, and I know we were talking about it again, Thea Trinidad tried to go to the headquarters to go talk to Uncle Vince, and he had her escorted by obviously personnel there. We don't know 1, 2, 3, 4 people. We don't know, but you're not allowed to be here. You got to hit the bricks. How are you taking this that she can't even do the adult thing, the business mind of, yo, let's sit down and have a meeting and figure this out. But as soon as she goes there, he's like, yo, she's not allowed here. I think that's absolutely petty. But what I will say, and you're 1,000,000% right. Me and Evil Once talking, and he goes, why do you think WWE's been around for 100 years? Vince doesn't play the I care game. Vince plays the I do what I do for my money. And this is why WWE will always outlast everybody else, because everybody else seems to have a conscience or cares. You can hate Vince McMahon all you want, but how can you knock his product? And that's what Evil Once said. So I'm piggybacking what he said, but tell me he's not right, because you know he's right. You know what I mean? So, but I don't even know how it would take being kicked out of that building like that when I'm just trying to talk to you about business.
You know, from a human being perspective, you know, I guess she was real cool with Uncle Vince. She wanted to say goodbye, I guess. But you know, Uncle Vince does not talk to anyone nowadays. He's more secluded than anybody. You know, and that part of the human being part, that's kind of messed up. You know, but I understand you just can't show up to him without an appointment too. You know, so but like you said, there's a part that he will forget in business. You cannot mix business with pleasure. When you mix business with pleasure, you know, and now people forget, always says, oh, well, that's not, you can't do that, you can't do this. There's got to be a line that you have to cross. You have to be, there's got to be a line that you cannot cross. If you are the owner of a company, yes, you have to be respectful to your employees and everybody else, but you cannot be mingling with your staff, with your co-workers and stuff, because now the line gets blurred there. Now they're gonna think, oh, well, I'm cool with Vince and this and that. No, that's not how it is. Business and pleasure can never mix. You can never go into business with your own family members. You cannot be friends with your business people. It's got to be, you own this, everybody else fall, and that's why you have people in between to tend those type of situations.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, you know, I feel bad for Thea. If it's true that she's making more money outside of wrestling, making money outside of wrestling, you know, send him an email, whatever. You know, go on your Twitch, say what you gotta say, and move on. If you're making that much money somewhere else, then, you know, make your money, because he's making his money, and this is the reason why WWE is still here, and why the reason WWE is going to be out there for the next 50 years. They're going to be there. Vince McMahon is never going to die. Vince McMahon has a robot already built, mechanics and stuff. They're going to take his brain before he dies. They're going to transfer the brain to the robot, and Vince McMahon is going to be there for eternity. Or even they're going to have his brain inside this jar full of water, and he's just going to talk and just tell everybody telepathically, this is how it's going to go.
He's going to look like Crank from the Ninja Turtles from the cartoon.
Yes. or just have the brain inside the thing. Inside a jar with water to preserve it, and he's going to live on for eternity.
Vince,
But it's a bad look. But
Yeah.
there's business. People forget, and this is the thing that gives me upset about fans. People forget that this is a business. At the end of the day, it's a business. I love AEW
Yeah.
with Tony Khan, but sooner or later, this friendly thing that he has with everybody else is gonna bite him in the butt. It's
That
gonna
whole
come back to bite him.
all that elite stuff where everybody has a voice and they could talk on his behalf or he could deal 50-50 with them. Eventually, there's going to be a time where either numbers drop or money's not coming up. He's going to say something. They're going to be like, we are the business. And that's where that clash is going to come.
And unfortunately, it's gonna happen. I mean, I hope if it happens, nothing bad happens.
Yeah.
They just hit year one, and I'm happy for AEW because people didn't think it was gonna last this long, and it did for a whole year. Now now longevity is gonna start. Now we're gonna see if they can make it to 5 years. And then they're gonna and they're gonna keep going. WWE is here for a reason. They successful for a reason. That's why they're still here. They lose numbers and they fire everybody, and they come back and get people that want to be there. I mean, that's even saying that Triple H wants to make a second NXT show.
But he has I don't understand that because he has a second NXT show. He has the NXT UK show.
Well, he wants to make another one in the States with all the wrestlers that he has.
Yeah, but if then see my worry about that is NXT technically bled the independents. It bled out the independents. If you have two NXTs, your independent scene is dead.
Bro, AEW Dark is an independent scene.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Everybody from independent and giving them that chance to wrestle in front of a crowd on YouTube. And now this week they have more people coming up. And what they're doing? They're raiding their system. Right now, Top Flights. Those two kids put up one hell of the two matches they had on Dark, and in the match they had with the Young Bucks on the main show.
Yeah,
bro, those kids are insane. The leaping ability, how high these dudes. I could see those guys go up against the Street Profits. They're gonna have to put a cage so people don't fall off flying off the damn ring with how many moves they're gonna be doing. And what's gonna happen? WWE is gonna grab those kids, put them around NXT.
Yep.
And that's good because AEW is giving them that chance to do it. But that's when AEW's got to go. We have to sign these guys before AEW comes and takes them from us.
Yeah, because they're giving. Trust me, and I'm telling you now, when we talked to Danny Limelight right before he went to AEW, Danny Limelight is starting to bubble. You start seeing he's getting a little more attention here and there. His name is starting to be a little more out there, and that's because he had that one opportunity with AEW. You've seen him there multiple times. He's smart. What did he do the last time he was there? Ivelisse. Let me get a picture with you, Ma. He put a picture with him and Ivelisse. It goes crazy. Now, everybody is, who's this guy with Ivelisse? Yep. You know what I mean? So Dynamite is a great thing, but eventually they're going to have to say, well, hold on. We might actually have to start signing guys because we're giving them a platform, but our rival is seeing them on our platform and, they're ready. Let's grab them. You know what I mean?
And you know what's worse? People complaining about the same thing. And they hear what happened to Thea. And they hear what happened to other people. And how they have to give up their Twitch and stuff like that. AJ Styles gave it up. Other people gave up their stuff. Now, for every one Thea Trinidad, there's 20 female wrestlers out there in the independent scene that will die to take her spot in WWE right now and sign away their rights to everything. I'll give up my Twitch. I don't care. I'm in WWE. That's my dream. That's their dream. And for one firing of Thea, there's 20 females already lined up, ready to take her spot. I could do better than her. I could do better than Thea. She's not all that.
It's smart because
how many going to happen?
How many people you see that we say we know them from Impact and just say they might have had 100,000 followers. As soon as they go to WWE, every WWE fan subscribes to them and follows them immediately. They go from like 100,000 to like 1,000,000. They get that blue check. All of a sudden, they become out there. If I'm a female, you know what? If I got to deal with some nonsense for a few years, I get my name up, my brand becomes something, and I build me up, I'll take it. You know, that's what these people don't understand. It's about building your brand up. You got to do what you got to do, build your brand up, and market yourself. A lot of people say, oh, well, how can you go to WWE? All right. Well, and I know it's off topic, but we have Trey Miguel. We have the Rascals, all three Rascals. Desmond Xavier, Trey Miguel, and
Zach Wentz.
Zach Wentz. You got Zach Wentz or Zachary Wentz, whatever it is. You have three of them who all their contracts ended. They're leaving Impact to go to either WWE, AEW. There's a lot of rumors for whatever. Everyone goes, oh, well, why are they leaving Impact? Well, you know, they should be loyal. For what? Like, what did Impact even do for these guys?
Not one belt, not one title between them in 3 years. Not one tag team, not one exhibition, nothing. Nothing in 3 years.
Nothing. And the crazy part was, I remember the first time I see Desmond Xavier, and I was blown away.
You always been talking about him.
Yeah, I was blown away. I always tell people, I never thought that I would see an AJ Styles in front of me. I didn't watch. AJ was gone when I got to the Impact Zone. He's one of the greatest that were ever in Impact. I was so blown away by this guy that I was like, wow, they're somewhere with this guy. Talked to him after, and I was like, man, I hope you stay, because, you know, he was just there for that first time. I didn't know if he was in and out. And he was like, nah, I'm trying to stay, man. I really love the vibe and the people, and everybody's great. And I was like, man, like, sky's the limits for this guy. And then you just keep seeing him, and you're like, man, this guy could do everything. And they did nothing for him. Why would I stay? And if I'm going to go on...
They gave him that World Cup thing. Remember?
That's the first thing.
And I thought we thought right there he was going to blow up from there, and nothing. You didn't see him again for 2 months after that.
No, and that was the weird part. Like, when the roster started thinning out, he's sitting there just waiting, and you're not seeing nothing. And it's like, go somewhere else, get your value up, and hopefully they do more with you. You know what I mean? Like, if WWE's smart and brings all three in, I would have them. You know, I don't know if WWE could do the Rascals gimmick thing because of all the sponsors and everything else, but you don't even need that. Like, you could just have them be their regular selves, just flying around doing all the sick stuff, and the fans will eat that up. You know what I mean? Like, those three guys are so talented that I wish Impact had their brain on when they dealt with them. They did not. It's somebody else's gain. Who knows, down the road they might come back. It is what it is.
You know, and one more thing, though. You know, the thing that gets me about, we were talking about the same thing with Lana from WWE. Lana. Dude, she's been what? She went to the table like 8 weeks in a row. And now there was a video on Twitter with her crying or whatever. Or I'll put up with this. Oh, my God, they're doing her so wrong. I can't believe it. Blah, blah, blah. Dude, Twitter's going crazy. My thought is this. If she was so upset, so depressed, so mad about what's going on, why did she never quit? Why has she never said something, go on Twitter and say, oh, I'm not happy here. I want to get my release. All the wrestlers have done it for less weight things. This girl has gone through tables for 8 weeks in a row. Okay? And she did a little video on thing talking about that. Why hasn't she said something on Twitter or gone out and said something? Why hasn't her husband said something? Oh, I want her to leave the company. I'm sick and tired. You haven't seen him say anything. But she could say, I quit. I had enough. I quit. I'm done. You haven't heard that? Nothing. So
she's marketing.
That's
what she's doing. She's sitting there.
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, she cries.
That brings in the views. That brings in the clicks. that brings in the viewers to Raw because they want to see what's next for Lana. Oh my God, they treating Lana so bad. It's because of Miro left, so she's getting punished. Marketing. People learn, see it. If you are so unhappy, FTR wasn't happy. They complain about it, and they left for lesser things than what she's doing. All the people complain, and they got released later on.
Yeah.
Leave it alone. Lana knows what she's doing. They know what they're doing.
Lana is killing it. If you go through Lana's social media, I do not, but I like with how Instagram works, it's an engine. If you like one type of women, they're gonna plug a million of them. So every time I like Alexa Bliss, I'm gonna see a million WWE. I'm gonna see a lot. They're gonna keep piling a bunch of WWE females, so you can go click, click, click. It's an engine. Lana's a gorgeous woman who has no problem showing her body smiling. So the more you invest in, oh my God, poor Lana, the more Lana laughs and all her numbers keep coming up. Vince sees it, put it to another table. Because if they feel that way, just keep doing it because these suckers are sitting back and they're eating it up. Put it through another table. And, oh, poor Lana. And the numbers are going to keep going up because Lana's murdering it. So salute to Lana for knowing how to get these suckers to feel a certain way. You know, she's doing her thing.
All marketing, bro.
All marketing. We go to AEW. Jon Moxley seen in the back, stomped out. Everybody, who took out Jon Moxley? Who do you have taken out Jon Moxley?
Mr. Adam Page, the Hangman.
Get out of here. I thought you were going to say Kenny Omega.
Nope. Nope.
Wow.
Because Kenny Omega was already in the ring. It's the Hangman. It's a ruse. It's the Hangman. And I tell you something why too. Somebody, I follow, like you said, you don't follow stuff like that. I don't know why, but I follow a lot of shit. Why I don't know. I'm also on Reddit. Okay. I think I don't know if I said that right, but I follow wrestling on Reddit, and one guy on Reddit broke it down. If you see Jon Moxley laying down, his right leg is like this, his left leg is like this, under, and that's a 4. So, and then he's laying down a certain way. The guy found the card. It's a card, one of those teller cards.
Yeah.
And the upside down character has the leg like this, the leg like this, and that's the character is called the Handman.
Get out of here. What, we got some detectives on Reddit? Like,
dude, that somebody found it and put it on Reddit. I was like, good Lord. And then they put the picture of Moxley next to the card reading, and he's laying the same way upside down, the leg like a 4. So it means 4 horsemen, which we know with FTR and the other kid, and now Adam Page. Or they'll say the Handman doing a ruse to help Kenny Omega, or he's just him by himself because he has nobody left. Everybody left him. They on AEW Dark, they had the celebration when the Young Bucks won the tag team belts. They're all celebrating. He comes into the room. He's stopped outside. He's listening to them talking smack.
Yeah.
So now he's feeling left out. He has no friends left. The only friends that keep saying something to him is FTR. So there's 3 different ways you could go with it, but it's ultimately going to be the Handman Adam Page as the attacker, unless they do a reset and they make it be on the Murder Hawk.
Oh no.
But my pick right now because of that is Adam Page, and it fits perfectly. If that's the thing that they sent that AEW told us, somebody saw that and is the Handman, because the Handman upside down is the same way how Moxley is laid out.
Man, I
don't know, bro. I love basically when I saw that.
I love that because like I always tell people, I didn't like him in ROH. I was like, he's whatever.
Bro,
And,
if it wasn't because of the elite, so him, man, or because of the Bullet Club, nobody will know who Adam Page was. I didn't know who Adam Page was till he went to Japan and joined those guys. Then I was like, who the hell's Adam Page? Oh, the Heyman, okay. And that's okay. But I seen the rest of it, Adam Page. I'm like, I didn't do it, nothing. So,
I didn't even know Bullet Club Adam Page because I only know him because of the AEW beginning, and they said about him. And I was like, okay, this guy looks different. Let me do a little homework on him. So I see him in ROH. Then I did see the Bullet Club New Japan stuff, and I was like, I really don't. I'm still not liking this guy. He's whatever. Comes to AEW, murders it, and I'm like, holy! This is not the same guy that I did all the research on that is in AEW. He's special here. I was gonna hope that Kingston still wanted to dabble into that heavyweight title thing and beat him up. I don't even care anymore because I think the Reddit thing is insane, and I hope.
I saw that. I was blown away with how whoever, I forgot the person's name who found that and put the card. And I mean, I was like, whoa, hold up. This dude just found this out like this. I'm like, wow. And plus, Kingston has moved away from Moxley now because now he's now with the Death Triangle. Now, you know, him after, which we have mentioned about, I was hoping that they would hit the reset button and put them back together with Pac and do the Death Triangle. And then he'll forget what happened last week. And that's exactly what they did.
Which is smart.
Okay.
Which is smart. They hit the reset in a way that you could. It was well done out.
Because they were so popular.
Yes.
They were gaining steam before COVID hit, and they lost the fans. And then Pac got stuck down back home for 8 months. So that right there killed it. You know, but they were gaining so much steam. Fans were loving those guys.
Oh yeah. Pac was a big name. Pentagon is the man. Phoenix, like those guys were killing it.
They were doing it, man. Then COVID hit and destroyed every plan that they have, bro. And now that they're able to come back, now they said, you know something, let's go back to how it was before the COVID hit. Yep. We did something last week. Now we make it seem like they're together. Oh, that's my brother. You can turn on my brother. You know, even though they went head to head and all that blood happened, they're still brothers, real life brothers. Which is why I still hate when brothers fight each other. I don't like that. I don't like it.
Listen,
I still don't like it.
Listen, I'll tell you. I remember one of the big fights I got with my brother, and I chipped my tooth. I was like 10 years old. He was 14. I thought I was Al Capone. You know what I mean? I'm 10 years old. I think I'm the most gangster dude in the world. He's got all his friends. They're 4 years older than me. I walked up and slapped the shit out of him in front of all his friends on the stoop. You know, because I got to prove that I'm that guy. You know, at 10 years old, I want to be the guy. I slapped him. My brother beat the hell out of me, and then he threw me into like a bunch of garbage. My face hit something, chipped my tooth. A long-lasting memory of messing with my older brother. I'll beat the shit out of him now, but like at 10 years old, I got mollywopped, and I'm glad nobody interfered in that. My friends or his friends, because then it makes it stupid. Because brothers will always fight, and they'll always get back together. If you put your 2 cents in, we'll not like you. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm glad they were able to say, you know what, we did fight. And that's done. All that is gone. We got it out of our system. It's all love. We're back together. The homies here. Now we're going to beat you guys up. Evil Onse called it. They did it perfectly. So I'm excited to see what they do with it because I do want to see the family versus the Death Triangle. And I hope they keep building it up because that is a really good size guys versus other guys. So many different aspects. So but last topic, MLW restart. I know it was only an hour.
Well, the show's only over an hour. So.
Was it? I thought it was 2.
No, it's always an hour.
Okay, so it came back same, everything else. Hammerstone. Now, this is the only thing that came out. I'm a fan of Hammerstone.
Hammerstone is a beast.
I love Hammerstone. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hammerstone got bigger during the pandemic.
Hammerstone, I was a fan of, and then you told me about the deal he made with the music. I think it was like I don't know if it was headphones.
Yeah. Oh shit! What was it? Yeah, I did tell you about that. I forgot about that now. Was it like was it for JBL speakers?
JBL speakers.
It was okay.
JBL. So
he's the face of them.
We're doing a show. I think we're just talking like, oh, there's rumors of MLW might be coming back. And he's like, yo, you heard about the JBL thing? I'm like, nah, I ain't hear nothing. So he's telling me how jacked up this guy got during COVID when people are getting heavier and out of shape. He got chiseled. Like he looks like, and no homo pose, he looks like a Greek Adonis right now.
Yes.
Like he's all, Hammerstone is wailing. He comes in, he beats some guy I've never seen in my life.
One with the clothesline. He came out of oh shit! What the hell just happened? When he went boom. Oh,
he clotheslined. He clotheslined the life out of this guy. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, damn. So Hammerstone came in, had like a 20-second match, destroyed this guy. You also had Fatu, who I love Fatu. I think Fatu was special. Fatu cut a mean promo. Yeah. Like, there were so many things that I liked. We've seen a lot of oh my God, I forgot the Von Erichs. Now, not on the show, but we've seen him with the dad on social media a lot. So there's a lot of things coming into play that I think that's going to be coming in MLW. And if you have the father of Marshall Von Erich in MLW, now I don't want him to wrestle. I don't want it to be like bring out the old guys to do anything. But that's royalty. And I'm going to have to mute this. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, man. I mean, Hammerstone looked amazing. He's chiseled. He came out, did his thing. The second match, Brian Pillman Jr. and Myron Reed, I think is his name, from Injustice. I don't know. The match was kind of, I think the match went longer than it should have gone. And for some reason, Brian Pillman Jr., he didn't seem that excited about the match. So I don't know what happened there with him. And then the main event, Davey Boy Smith Jr. Against Jacob Fatu. Amazing match. I mean, Jacob Fatu doing a perfect, lovely moonsault. That dude is huge. Should be doing a moonsault. And then Hammerstone comes out because he wants to challenge him for the belt. And I thought they were going to, before that big dude came out from behind. I'm intrigued because that looks like a new member for the contract unit. So I got to see who the hell that big dude is. And I got to see, I definitely have to watch Hammerstone go up against Jacob Fatu, man. That is going to be an explosive match. But on the bad side, production is weird. I don't understand this whole production thing that they're doing. All this weird lighting stuff that they do in between. I don't know. I have, and then the announcing is, they don't sound too, I don't know, it just sounds too generic. Now, people were complaining about the clock. On the top, they had the both guys' names with the clock. I like the clock. Yeah, it tells me how long the match is going. What's wrong with that? That's kind of cool. I said, oh shit, the Brian Pillman match is going 7 minutes. Okay, that's kind of cool. It's almost going to reach 10 minutes. All right, there's a 20-minute time limit. Is he going to get there? I'm looking at the match, looking at the clock. I love the clock thing. Yeah, I saw people on Twitter complaining about the clock. I love the clock. Now I gotta see, and then they found out that Conan found out that our homegirl Salina de Renta was the one helping contract unit, like let them get give them the code to get into the building and stuff like that. So now I gotta wonder what's gonna happen with her little army. Dorado Productions that has the whole La Parca family, 3 guys. And the guy that should bring you from Mexico here, what's going to happen to them now, knowing that Salina was a traitor to MLW? Are they going to leave Salina? Are they going to stay? So that's another story there. I'm intrigued, but they got to fix some of the production stuff.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, it just looks weird. I don't know. But it's so, I mean, the show is so easy to find. They're on 2 different streaming services. They're still on their Being Sports channel. And now, instead of being the following day, they put the show the same night on YouTube.
Yeah, that's how I watched it.
Me too. I watched it right late, like around 2 in the morning that night. And I was like, holy shit, Hammerstone, bro. I even hit Hammerstone. Hammerstone said, BC, like the comment. I love Hammerstone, bro. Hammerstone is a monster.
You know what? I know my boy just started working there, but I'm going to have to see if we get the plug for Hammerstone because I know you love Hammerstone. I love Hammerstone. He's amazing.
And what I love about him and Rohit, the TV champ, or I was going to say the TV champion, the X Division champion at Impact, is that they use social media to their advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Rohit is the funniest dude on social media because he and that belt are inseparable. Wherever he goes, that belt goes. He's having tea. The belt is right here. It's nice and shining. And he's talking like, oh, I'm having a beautiful day and my belt is... Dude, every day he's doing the same thing. And Hammerstone, he was doing guitar during the whole pandemic. He's out there rocking on social media, doing songs. And people follow them. They get intrigued because they're doing something to stay relevant while they hit. And he is making that title seem relevant because of what he's doing with the belt on a regular basis. That nobody else is doing.
It's the one thing that I keep saying about Rohit is that I don't remember the last time the X Division belt felt as special. And I'm not saying that Rohit is the best X Division champ in the last 10 years. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that he's marketing the X Division like nobody else was doing it. He's making it seem like it's a special belt. He's not doing the option C thing. Like, he's trying to make that X Division belt something big again. And I appreciate that. Hammerstone, he's so, like, social media driven. You're forced to watch him. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, damn, this guy's really putting in work. While everybody else wants to sit back and hope their fans stay with them, these guys are telling them, yo, come over here because I got content. You know what I mean? Let me entertain you for a few minutes of the day. So, salute to all the people that use it and want, to better their craft.
Right. And the thing is, it's not even like Patron, that new Patron thing that you have to sign up to see their thing. They're doing this thing on a regular, like daily on Twitter. And they update the stuff and they go live for free. So you're seeing these guys doing their stuff, staying relevant. And we don't know what's going to happen if they do this shutdown again that they keep talking about. What's going to happen with wrestling? Hopefully things are. I know Impact already taped their stuff for this year. They're done.
Yeah.
So they're done to the year, and I'm pretty sure the last 2 weeks is going to be the best stuff like they always do.
Yeah. It'll be the stuff you don't want to watch.
And then they'll pay review in January. So they're done. So, other wrestling companies, if they do get shut down.
I mean, the only one that you'll see, you'll definitely have WWE and AEW, because AEW would just use the arena like they've been doing. They'll just have nobody there. And then I don't know how long they'll have Orlando for the stadium that they use over there, because I think that's the Amway Center is what they're using. Is it the Amway? Because I know they're using a stadium in Orlando where they got that big screen.
Who? AEW?
WWE. No, WWE.
Yeah, aren't they using that from their own center?
No. That's not NXT. That's a different building.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're renting out like an arena out here in Orlando somewhere. And but if they still have those, you'll be like, all right, they could use it. But companies like Impact are going to struggle because
Impact good till January, but then the pay-per-view might be off for grabs because of that. MLW taped that out of stuff, so they'll be good for a while.
MLW is taped all the way to the new year.
Okay.
They're definitely
did the same thing. They taped stuff too for a while, so they'll be gone for they'll be good from now to December, beginning of January. But after that, You know,
It's
if
up
the
for
dude
grabs.
go on lockdown for real, man, you know, it's gonna hurt again.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't want to get political with this COVID stuff, but if you people ever want to have some kind of normal life again, yo, chill out. Stop trying to go out. Wear a mask. Like, just be conscious, because I'm sick and tired of going to Walmart with the mask on my face. And if that does become my new norm, so be it. But I do not want to go every day with a mask outside my house because you don't know how to wear a mask. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't hang out, you don't have to hang out neither. Like, if we take a solid year of just saying, you know what, let's go to work. You only go out when you need to get your food and everything else, and go home. Use this time. I spent a lot of time with my son. I had a lot of fun. I'm about to do something else. I was talking to Evil Once about it. I'm trying to make the most of my time like everybody else is. And if you're not going to take advantage of the time you actually have at home now, well, then that's on you. Invest in you. That's the only thing I'm going to say. We have time. Do it. Wear a damn mask. Evil Once, did we touch everything, my brother?
I believe so, sir.
All right. So y'all already know what it is. It's www.urbanwrestlingnetwork.com. It's where you have everything. We're still, we keep telling you we're on the wrong end of 40. We're trying to figure this out so we can have B Dollar come on. It is his home. He is part of our family. We are trying to do multiple things.
Hold B Dollar, just hold up a little longer, brother.
Wait,
Hold up a little longer.
We're working here. We're trying our best to figure this out. I know that I'm the worst person to deal with this because I keep throwing stuff at Evil Once, like, yo, we can think of this or we can think of that, and one step at a time. You know what I mean? Like,
it's so bad that you already have a B Dollar thing already done. I had for a shirt and nothing, you know, it's still stuck.
You know what? I think I actually have it on this phone right here.
Well, don't show anybody. No. Yeah, you already have his logo set up that you already made, and we can't even put it up because, yeah, you know how it goes.
Listen, give us time, and B Dollar, he covers everything immediately. I mean, when Evil Once said if there were two squirrels that go out and one of them pulls an RKO, 5 minutes after that, he's on his computer, and you're going to hear about the squirrel that became the new squirrel champion of the world. This guy, he sees it and covers it that fast. This kid is putting in work. We want to promote people like him. B Dollar, a little more patience, my brother. We're getting there. We're brand new to this. You're gonna, who was it that said blaming it on the rain? Was that Prince?
No, wasn't it?
Please don't tell me it was the lip singer guys.
No, blame. Hold on. Oh, no, that's not the song. No, I think it was the lip singing guys.
It was the lip singing guys.
Milli Vanilli. I think it was Milli Vanilli.
Was Milli Vanilli that says blame it on the rain? It was Milli Vanilli. You know what? I apologize for the lip singer. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, please get your social media so we get up out of here, my brother.
Thank you for listening again. It's your Midnight Desire, your quintessential Puerto Rican muffin Jorge. We're here. We're doing this for you guys. We love doing it. We love talking about wrestling. Unfortunately, we're not your normal wrestling guys because we see things differently, and we're going to tell you the truth of what we see. Now, either you agree or you don't. That's fine. We all have our own opinions and stuff, so we all show love to everybody. That's what we're here for. We love it. As you can see, Urban Wrestling Network, he has a t-shirt on. I'm getting my homie A-Money. My shirt is already on the way because, like I said, Chef went down to Britain, down to the UK. He's making stuff now with the UK people there. So I had to get somebody else, to do my stuff here in the US. So, Puerto Rico.
I'm not going to say, what, damn it. It's Instagram, OG_Boricua_Dandara. That's how you find me. Then on Twitter, it's Urban Wrestling Network. On Instagram, it's Urban Wrestling Network. Just follow us, mess with us. We have
Facebook,
a good
too, right?
Facebook. We have the Facebook page, Urban Wrestling Network. No biasness, no drama, nobody's cursing nobody out. We will not let that rock. If anybody gets disrespectful with anybody, they go. We don't care about quantity. We care about quality.
You get
They
the
get
flag.
the flag, and you're out of here. So like I said, it's quality, not quantity. Everybody, I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, have a happy, safe, something else day.
Happy holidays, yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, for me and the big homie, we're out of here.